Oh, hello Ghosts. If you're seeing this, it means it's the 3-year anniversary of our server. Can you believe that? That's over 1,000 days. We've all bunched together as a group of silly gun nuts and Milsim nerds, which is insane. But I'm not here to ramble on about who we are. You see, I wanted to make a special video for this year's event. An evaluation of our time together. Not just that, but an evaluation of our warehouses and my world development journey along with it. Because it's been such a long time since I started making things for us. I think it would be nice to show just how much of a difference you've all made to my journey. So, what better place to start than how it all came to be? Our story begins here, with the first warehouse. And it's not one I made, but it was one I was familiar with, which is, well, this. You know, it's, as you see, it's pretty empty in here. And we used it for the longest time because, you know, it did its job well enough, you know. Social area just over there, just, this is a mirror, you know, you could click the red button and it would, you know, wow, cool, it's a mirror. You can get enamored into the avatar for 5 hours. But no, you don't do that because they're stupid and for nerds. But, you know, that's it. However, there is one major flaw. And I'm sure most of you remember this. The volunteers were exposed. They were really exposed. Because, like, I mean, it ruined all surprise for the event. Because we could see exactly where they were. They would be... ow, I hit my cable, ignore that. But they would be right over there, way in that corner. That's where the volunteers would be. And, you know, since we could see exactly what they were, and so that was it. They had to go in the corner and just say, fuck it, just don't look that way. So, another thing is that there was no games to play. There was nothing to do. There was nothing to do while waiting for an event. So, you would not be able to, you know, look at the pictures, play some beer pong, play some, like, pool, which we're going to ignore that because it broke and I'm not fixing it because fuck that system. Fuck it to the moon. But, you know, there's nothing to do. And there's no briefing room. There is no pictures on the walls. It's just life flatless concrete walls. So, we had to go to a different map for the briefing room, which is very inconvenient. So, since I dabbled in world creation before, I said to Crowley, hey Crowley, what if I made us a map that we could use? You know, what if I made a map? I've made one before, which was shit, but I didn't say that part. Why don't I try making us one? So he was like, go for it, obviously, because, you know, why not have our own fucking warehouse map? That'd be great. So I did. So I cracked open Unity, and I thought I had it good, because the thing is, right, I asked around at what we wanted, and just put something together. You've probably seen it, what I posted, if you've been around for a while, but the new people haven't, probably because I removed the pin from a general chat, so new people, you can't see it, unfortunately. But, I will show you the first true iteration of the Lost Ghost Warehouse, because I will show the one I posted in the general chat at the very end, so we could all have a good laugh at how incredibly shit it was. Then this was the first iteration of the map that we actually used for events. And, you know, it's the first one I'm not wholly ashamed of publishing. I mean, it had all that we need. It had pool tables, it had a volunteer room, it had a firing range, it had a briefing room, and it had an armory. Now, you might be noticing something a bit, you know, strange. So, you're probably asking this. Hey, Co, why does it look so shit? Well, I know some of you have said don't dish your old work because it lets you see where you came from. Fuck you. In specific, I'm going to diss my old work because it is ass and you cannot tell me otherwise. This shit is garbage. Don't tell me I can't diss my work. I'm doing it. So, let's start first. You know, come here. I'm gonna treat you very well. I'm gonna treat you like you're a vlogger or something, right? So, First thing, the walls right here. See? The walls. You might be wondering, why did they look so bad? Well, I'll tell you why they look so bad. I was definitely scared. Scared? What the fuck am I talking about? I was definitely afraid of using normal maps. Now, to the Avatar and some of the world creators out there, you might be screaming at the top of your lungs thinking, why on earth would you do that? Because I was scared of raising the file size above 70 megabytes because I thought that it would crash everyone's game. That's not how it works, and I should have known that. So, it is just an albedo. There is no normal map. There is no height map. There is no occlusion. Not even a roughness map. There is nothing on this apart from an albedo. And then I wondered why it looks so ass. So yeah, they screw normal maps. They just don't exist in this map. There is just no normal maps there. Not a single one. Not even a fucking helicopter, which we'll get to later. Fuck. I should also probably preface this because you're probably wondering why this is a bit rushed and like why I'm leaving in the bits of bloopers. Social developments have come up and I've had 4 days to record this and edit this, so forgive me for the bit of abruptness, Ghost, but you have to bear with me on this one, alright? You have to bear with me. So, next one. So, secondly, what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. The lighting. So, funny thing, there is no baked lighting in this map. Everything you see is real time. Yeah, every single frame, your computer is having to do calculations on what the light reflects off of. Which is terrible because there's no reflective things in here, so basically it's doing a bunch of calculations for nothing, which is horrible for optimization. And my dumb ass thought that the ass optimization was because of the river outside. I thought it was the river outside. The river! Not the thousands of lights that are not being baked. Fuck my stupid fungus life. But like, just, it's a fucking cube with a shader. It's not the lake. It's the lighting. Calm down, lad. I need to calm down. But like, you know, next one. Before I get so angry, I'm just gonna start kicking boxes or something. All right. So, third, the briefing room floor. Let me just show you something. Right? Look at this. Enough said. And fourth, the helicopter is a Zack Flight one. Now, I'm not going to ramble on about Zack Flight, alright? I know all of you don't want to hear it, so you're not going to get it, don't worry. But I will just ask, why? Why did I do this? I mean, there is 0 point in making this thing a Zack Flight helicopter. I mean, it only made things more complicated, and plus, my Zack Flight vehicles from this era were just literal booty cheeks. They were ass. They were literally donkey doo-doo levels of crap. So, yeah. They are some, as I have put in the script, because I will read you what I said because I didn't read it just then. Plus my vehicles from this era were literally booty cheeks, dog water, shower pubic hair, shit cunt levels of ass. And I don't know why I felt the need to share it here, so yeah. Oh, and by the way, the helicopter audio is global, so that meant everyone in the map just heard it, no matter where you were, at full volume. It was not pleasant, so you can see why that had to stick around for too long. So, yeah, not too good. So, you see this? This is an SSD. It represents my C drive. So observe. If that didn't sell to you what happened, I'll say it plainly. It fucking died. So, I lost thousands of files on this day below, including the files for that map, and all of the previous ones I've ever made in my entire life, including Cass Canyon, which, by the way, I am just embarrassed of that map. Can we please just never bring it up again? Thank you, Ghost. So, this wouldn't have been such a problem, right? This wouldn't have been such a massive problem if it didn't happen right in the center of the winter update. Now, what is the winter update? Well, Christmas trees, snow, presents. I couldn't just leave that up there for the rest of time. That was embarrassing. And besides, why would I do that when I could just do way better now? So, I crafted, and I slaved away for many moons and days until I made the version that we use today. Granted, some stuff is, still broken, and when I get the motivation, I'll fix it, but it is still 100% functional as a gathering map. So, you remember that first map I mentioned? You might think I got lost with the drive wipe, which it did, but I actually uploaded it. So, why don't we go ahead and have a little look at the very first unused version of the warehouse. Brace yourselves, you are not prepared for the levels of ass this is. Oh my god, what is this piece of shit? I hate it. There are so many things wrong with this map, and I will tell you all about them. First, the skybox. Look at this. Hold on. Do you see that? Do you see this shit here? Look how low quality that looks. What the fuck, man? Like, oh god. Did the guy making this smoke 15 pounds a map and slam 4 fucking brownies thinking he was god or something? Ugh. And like, the targets are passable, I guess, but like, that text up there, absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not at all. They're horrible. It's horrible. I hate it so much. And don't even get me started on these fuckers right here. Look at these guys. Stab targets. They're not even posed. What am I doing here? I didn't even try. And I mean, this volunteer room is technically passable because it does its job, but like, come on, man. Have some creative liberty. What even is this style? Is it like Bauhaus Germany mixed with prison? This looks horrible. How is this this is like a gathering map for fucking dying or something. I don't know. But that's not even what the worst part is, because the worst part is the briefing room. Oh fuck, you're not ready for this one. You're not ready for this at all, Ghosts. Not at all. And I mean, you are not ready for this at all. Because in there, it's the first ever fucking briefing room. And it is absolutely dreadful. Here we go. This room is so shit. It's small. It's ugly. Nothing makes sense. Like, look at the lighting. The point lights are even on even the right spots, and like the lights aren't even on. What am I doing here? What are we supposed to do with this? Like, I can't, man. I just can't. I'm sorry. Oh god, that's not even the worst part. Because the worst part is, the volunteer room was gonna be a long ass corridor you had to run down and then turn a corner. Because I didn't know how to make teleports back then. Bruh! Oh god. Seriously. I think it goes without saying that we're all thankful that this is not the map that we use, and I didn't stick with this design because I swear I'd rather get my femur crushed than gaze upon this any longer. Oh god, let's just go back to the fucking campfire already. I can't stand to look at this shit anymore. I'm gonna puke again. Ugh. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all my world development journey with Warehouse has to offer. But while you're all here, I guess I can deliver my speech for the server. Since I'm recording this, I can revise it if I see it fit, and I can, say my whole piece. So, let me pose a question to all of you. Do you believe in fate? Do you believe that a supernatural force puts people together or apart? For most people, they may say that's God. But not me. You see, one day, I was just aimlessly hopping worlds and just so happened to join a great pug lobby. And they do blech. Fuck. Okay, I'll start from scratch, and this time I need to block in. look here. I need to look here. Okay, lock the fuck in. There you go. So yeah, that's pretty much all my world development journey has to offer in terms of the warehouse. But while you're all here, I guess I can deliver my anniversary speech for the server. Because since I'm recording this, I can take as much time as I want, and I can record it and revise it if I see fit. So allow me to pose a question to all of you here. Do you believe in fate? Do you believe that there is a supernatural force that puts people together or apart? For most, they may say that's God, but not me. You see, one day I was just aimlessly going around worlds, just hopping lobbies, didn't know what I was doing. And I just so happened to join the Great Pug. And Aegis and Crowley just happened to be there. I didn't know them, not even one bit. But they had their group banners for the server up. And for some reason that I still cannot explain, I asked to know more about the Lost Ghosts. I never considered joining a Milsim group before, nor did I ever find an interest in RP. But for some reason, to which I can only say is fate guiding me, I committed. And it has been the best time of my entire life. I believe fate does exist. It's given me friends, a lover, my skills, and this group. And I've been here with you all for 3 years. And I've never, for even a single second of those 3 years, wanted out. Sure, I've had squabbles and drama, but I've never once ever wanted to leave. Because this server to me is family. All of you, and I mean every single one of you, even without realizing it, have made my life have meaning. You have made me the happiest I can ever be. People say that VR chat groups are full of annoying kids, unorganized staff, and constant drama. And well, yes, that is very much true. Fuck those groups with a 10-mile pole. Not our group. Not as. Through all the bastards that have tried to backstab us and drag through the mud. Whatever. They have not done anything that has worked one bit. Because as I'm sure all of you are aware, there is one thing that you cannot do. You cannot kill a ghost. Thank you for 3 years.